So here I am. I'm building the entrance to the new feature area. So the feature area is just going to be futuristic. Right here I'm just building some random stuff that looks cinematic and techno and stuff. Yep. Adding random colors. Thought it looked cool. Now adding some lights. Then I was gonna add an arch, but then that looked really ugly. I decided not to. Yep. Now, yep, just adding glass panels. Trying to make it look good. Absolutely failing. I'm really bad at these voiceovers, aren't I? Yep. More of those cool stuff. And now, this is day 2. I'm building some stuff. By the way, I added some really cool techno stuff on that. I'm adding a little town thing. More and more. Now I'm deleting that, which I used to create the feature thing. And yep, more of this. Looks a bit like an E right now, but it'll look better soon. Don't worry. Now I made it a lot bigger. Now I'm adding yep, this. Mickey Mouse base, but actually it's a rocket launching thing. I'm using it to yep, build some cool stuff. Now I'm filling in these because most of these aren't going to be used for actual things that you can go into. Later, I'm going to be building the coaster, but not until a little later. And yep, here I am, continuing to build stuff, deleting it because it wasn't perfectly centered. Then adding more. And then I raised, eventually, I raised those up like that. Then I paint them. And I plan to add some stuff, I think. Oh yeah, here's where the coaster is. I add a little bit of block break section, then I set the lift, which I set to be that tall. Then I add a drop, which I eventually change. I add an emblem, which I'm happy with. And then I add a little bit of a thing. And then I'm adding a 0G roll. It takes forever to get the shaping on these, so I try to redo it like a couple times. Then I get happy with it. And now we're going up, but I don't really like it, and plus it rolls back, so I changed it to be 60 meters, I think. Then I delete it and just do that. So now I go high, and then I drop, and I do some stuff, and I die. Yep. Basic turnaround. Barrel roll. At least I try to make one. I'm really bad at those. I had a lagoon roll / flying snake dive thing. Then I had a little bit of a turn. Then I added an outer banked hill, which I eventually changed because B&M doesn't do that. Me trying to get the trains right, go up, just looking at it. Figuring out that it's not that good. Reprofiling that section. Then changing that. Then I add a S-bend hill because B&M definitely has done that. Then I play around with this, but I don't like it, so I change it a couple more times. So I like how the speed is going and stuff, except for the brakes. The brakes I don't like. I try to add a trim brake to that. So I don't like how the brakes look, so I'm adding some drive tires and stuff. You know, same stuff. Making them the right color, just spamming them around. Then I add the block section things from Planet Coaster. I fail at that. And yep, we're moving on to me. Okay, welcome everyone back to Thrill World. I've done a lot since the last time lapse. I did all the colors. I opened up that. And yep, I built the building for the ride. Same for the rides. Of course, as you heard in the voiceover, a mishap during a launch in the Starfly 13. Yeah, so I added some nice colors. The back is supposed to be peel, but I might change that later. Yep, so here are some nice fuel things. But the signs always hashtags everything I write out, even if it's fuel, tickets, sign. That really annoys me. Because they wrote the same thing on all of these things, but only some of them don't work. Anyway, yeah. So, my plans for this area is that those two things are going to be giant towers. And back here, instead of making these little buildings, I'm gonna combine some of the buildings to make them, like, you know, add rides in them. Like, I'm thinking about a gyroscope themed ride with this twister, or a gravitron, even like a top spin. Gonna add a launch and free fall. So like right there for like a laboratory, be in the sky, like a sky island thing. Not sure, but anyway, I know what you guys are waiting for. the POV. So let's get right into